Welcome, folks, to the Mountain Fortress Podcast. It's G-Man here with Doc, and we've got a little special interview tonight. AMW is having their big Thanksgiving turmoil this Thursday night, Whitaker Athletic Center, 7 o'clock. And we've invited AMW star Kyle Maggard, and who else did we invite, Doc?
Who else are they? JR. One and only legend, JR. But we also invited John Noble, and unfortunately, John wouldn't answer our phone calls, and we left it on the answering machine.
You know, we reached out and tried to give peace. I know myself, you, and even JR.
Yeah.
And I figured he would answer
We're a little worried
JR.
about the company, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on, and these guys are here to talk about the match coming up Thanksgiving night.
I'm sure Kyle's got some things to say.
So, Kyle, what's going on, brother?
Guys, thanks for having me in here in the Mountain Fortress. My first time.
Sorry about the blindfold, but you know.
Not the first time I've been blindfolded, Doc. I was
figured
taking
that.
it all in, you know what I'm saying?
A little different situation, I'm sure.
Just taking it all in. Glad to be here.
Well, what's going on between you and John Noble? I don't understand that. You guys used to be best friends.
Buddy, I don't know what's got into John. I think maybe the stress of the added pressure of being at Breathitt County and having to win this season as the coach, things just went to his head, you know, because his ass is in the hot seat, as they say. So if he don't, I'm just thinking that, just off the top of my head, I don't know. You know, maybe there's problems at home with him and Melanie. You never know. Never know what's going on in a man's house.
Take it out on his friends.
No, he shouldn't. All I was doing there when he wrestled Marty is I'm friends with both of them. I was
Right.
sitting ringside. I had the best seat in the house next to JR,
Right.
talking about the match, you know, and Stan Lee come out there. Stan Lee's got beef with Marty, a history with Marty. I was just making sure he didn't get involved, and we had a clear-cut winner. You know, man-to-man, mano-a-mano, that's how it's supposed to be between John and Marty. Now I was just there to make sure that's what happened.
Exactly.
Hey,
What? What are you doing here?
Who is this?
You didn't let us know.
Hey, it's John.
what is it?
What is this place?
No, wait a minute.
Hey,
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
This is not playing.
Kyle Maggard's
No, hold on.
Kyle Maggard's fault. He knows it. Everybody here knows it. These idiots at home know it. They all know it.
You know, it's,
Come on, guys.
He shoot right now on Facebook like a 12-year-old girl for 3 days. My fault. My wife don't run my Facebook, guys.
do something.
That's why.
Listen.
Thursday night, you can take your.
I'm here to talk.
What's
I'm
this?
here. You want to talk?
Okay.
Talk.
Yeah,
You people at home, all you Kyle Maggard morons, you want to talk?
Listen to
I'm here to talk.
Talk to whichever camera you want to. I know you like to be a
I'm here to
handful.
talk to you, you big Eddie monster. That's what I'm here for.
Have a seat.
Let's sit down and talk.
Here, John.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Dropped the 20-sided die somewhere.
No,
What am I
no.
doing?
Tell you to stand up, look me eye to eye, but we ain't got
You ain't making up my start. You know, because you got an IQ of 63 and you can't do any better than that.
Please.
I'm here to talk.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Have a seat.
Sit down,
I'm in a
Kyle.
chair.
I know it takes you a few minutes to get up. You rock yourself to sleep trying to get up. I'm here to talk.
Listen.
We wanted to talk.
Listen. Hold on. Let's do this. Guys, let's try. Let's start over from the beginning. Now, you guys have been friends. This match is the most important match in AMW wrestling history. You two have always been the go-to guys when these managers and these wrestlers come in to wreak havoc. And we need
Well, that's
someone.
easy. That's an easy question. Look at the guy that's got the manager. He's been running around with Lemon Goof McGee for 6 daggone months, dressed like he just came back from somebody's sleepover. That's exactly.
It's funny. You say we've always been the go-to. He's been the gone guy, not the go-to guy, the gone guy. Because when the shit gets tough, John Noble is gone. Okay,
You can do your job. The show.
he's never around. Never around. He said, listen, he said for all Maggard wrestling, it's because this wrestler's the one that totes the freaking wagon and pulls the damn train. Each and every analogy you want to use, I put the company on my back while you're sitting at home with your wife, sitting there thinking about the next basketball game you're going to lose.
Come on, guys. Listen to JR. Listen to JR.
Let's go back to the night that everything exploded. I promise you, John, you've known me for 30 plus years, in and out of the business. I want to say this from G-Man and my perspective. We're sitting at the desk, and I have to say, Kyle was acting with good intentions, and I promise you that. If we could go back in time and play this, we can't get that angle from the desk. So you could see and you could know exactly how Kyle was.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Because you guys are going to say whatever Kyle needs you to say, because that's what we do here at All Maggard Wrestling. That's how it goes.
Well.
Here is the bottom line. And I'm going to say it slow, and I'll use small words. I don't want Kyle to get lost.
Oh, my goodness.
He had no business out there. What was Stan Lee going to do? Stan Lee wasn't going to do anything. Stan Lee was just there to be seen, kind of like Kyle, who needed to be there so he could get his big head on camera. And then it wasn't enough to be behind the camera. He wanted to come out, wanted to be seen. And he cost me that match. And you can look at it. I beat Marty Clay like he stole something, and he knows it. His chest looked like hamburger meat, and he was holding the belt with one hand and his leg with the other, limping to the back. Didn't look like a winner to me, but that's how life goes. That's fine. And then after it all goes down, look at it from my perspective. Look at it from my perspective. I'm down. I'm being pinned. I'm laying there trying to figure out what happened. And what do I see when I look up? What I see? You know what I saw? No, you don't know what I saw. Kyle Maggard in the ring holding Marty's hand. Holding his hand up for the world to see. Never mind the fact that he just cost his best friend. Just cost his best friend his last chance. Everybody knows not going to get another one. Right? Everybody knows that. And that's what happened. When Scott and I got up, I saw that. That's what happened. And that you cannot tell me any different than that.
Well, time can change a lot of things, John. And I want to say this. I have all the respect for you. You are such an athlete, a great wrestler. I mean, well-traveled. The fans, they're confused. I mean, they're not used to seeing John Noble with this aggression. I'm not used to seeing John Noble with this aggression.
Let me tell you something about these fans.
We're friends.
Let me
buddies.
tell you
What's
something
going
about
on?
these fans. And Kyle Maggard will know this is the truth.
Uh-huh.
How many times you can say what you want about these last few years? I'm not even going to dispute that. And I'm going to give all credit to Kyle. Because as much as I can't stand his big, ugly, bearded face right now, I got a lot of respect for him. For what he's done. He's not exactly lying right there.
Okay.
He's carried this company. I'm going to give him that.
We're getting
But when I go back to every opportunity that I passed up in this daggone sport, every opportunity, every chance I ever had, I could have went and gone, and I stayed here before the coaching, before everything else that people want to say causes me to no-show and all that crap. I turned down opportunities out of the country. I turned down opportunities to bigger promotions just to stay here and be the people, be the man, the wrestler that these people here, the ones that are turning their backs on me right now, needed me to be. And I did that for them. But at some point, JR, at some point, and Kyle will find this out, he ain't there yet. He ain't there yet. Right now, he's still soaking it all in. They will turn on him just like they've turned on me, and I'm over it, man. Cheer if you want to cheer, boo if you want to boo. It makes no difference whatsoever. I'm over it. I'm going to kick Kyle's butt. I'm going to break his teeth out of his stinking face on Thanksgiving night, and that's how it's going to go.
Let's just save all the physical stuff for the ring. Let me ask you one question. If right now you could go back in time and tell me a turning point for you when you first, was it before this incident that you started having these feelings inside about Kyle and it, I mean, was it
JR,
just
where have you been?
I mean, is
Where
it
have you
over
been?
time?
Where have you
I
been?
know you've had a lot of bad runs. And
Look at it all, man. Look at it all. Let's go back. I don't know, man. Let's go back. God, let me think. Let's go back to when they took the title from me. You know that I got, you know why? Do you remember why I got suspended?
a horrible situation.
No, do you remember why? No, all you remember what Kyle tells you to remember.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Here's the deal. Halloween night, I got suspended for punching a manager because he got an EPO against me. I didn't have anybody at ringside. You know why I didn't have anybody at ringside? Because my friend Kyle was too busy sucking up the Stan Sierra in the tag match. Is right. Go from there. When they put me out, when they suspended me, couldn't get my license. Where's my pal Kyle?
Well,
All right. We can't do this all night because we'll be here all night.
I can't speak about. I don't. have any knowledge of that, but I do know the night that you were ejected from the building.
Where was Kyle?
Well, he was concerned because we were in the dressing room. He actually mentioned in the dressing room.
He steal my heart.
I can't
He
believe
steal.
it.
Oh, he about to steal my
He
heart.
said,
Oh my God.
and he looks at
God,
he said,
Kyle mentioned it. Kyle, thank you.
no, he said,
Thank you, Gary.
What is going
Let's give
on?
him another award.
what is going
Let's give him an
on?
award. Where's the mountain archers? You guys got some? I'm sure you've got some kind of rusty plate on. Well, there's a big place. Let's knight him right here
Oh,
tonight.
my
Let's put him in there. That
my
won't fit him.
goodness. Well,
But let's put some. Let's knight him right. There's some swords. One night. Sir Kyle. Sir Kyle.
should have put the
King of the
swords up.
AMW.
Listen,
I'm glad we did.
okay. I've got a question for Kyle. Kyle, if we could resolve this thing, if we could, and I'm not talking about a shouting match, I'm talking if we could elaborate on different situations, is there any chance we could talk this thing out? Maybe you guys put this match away, and would there be any chance?
AMW's 3 commentators are here, and we don't want to see this match, to be honest.
We really,
Listen.
we don't want this match to take place. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Listen,
a good wrestling match, fine, but this,
After Marty beat him, after he blamed me for his inadequacies in the ring and not being able to get it done, we got into it. I messaged him. I tried calling him all week. No answer. Next week on television, he shows up after my match, hits me in the back of the head with my belt, my own tag team belt. Okay. Then I still tried to reach out to him, but let me touch on something real quick.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it quick because, I don't want to get him upset because obviously he's wanted his 15 minutes of fame that he's probably claiming he's not getting because he's not getting enough screen time or whatever. But you sit there and you talk about how great John Noble's been as a professional wrestler. And I'm not going to dispute anything.
Up here tonight.
I'm not going to dispute anything he said. At one point he might have been the most technically proficient professional wrestler walking God's Street.
On the face of God's green earth.
On the face of God's Street.
Okay.
My bad.
oh, go ahead.
So and he's wrestled many a quote unquote name and beat many a quote unquote name in the sport of professional wrestling. I'll give him that. But you sit there and you tell him all those good things about himself. All you do is cater to the one thing that's John Noble's greatest enemy. It's his own ego. John Noble's own ego. To think that nobody can be better than him. To think that he can come and go whenever he wants and still be in a top spot on any card. That he can still be the name that draws asses to the seats. And people to want to see John Noble wrestle, okay? That ego is why he's upset with me. Because he can't stand the fact that when AMW was on top of the wrestling world in 2017, who was front and center? Who was front and center in the biggest angle in all of professional wrestling? Who was it? Who was the one being interviewed by all the national media outlets because of the rivalry he was having going on? It wasn't John Noble. It wasn't John Noble.
See,
That's what
So-
you think.
So I mean, it's just his ego. And he talks.
You have a tattoo of yourself on your back.
I always said get something that you
What do you
love.
want to do?
But
that you love.
I'm sorry.
listen,
I can see that.
he talks about times that I've not been there for him. Times when he's screwed up or he's just not been able to get it done. I was in this man's wedding. Ask him if he was in my wedding.
What does that have to do with anything?
Probably one of the biggest moments
What
in
does
my
that have
life,
to do with
JR,
anything?
outside of my kids.
Ask him how
The
you met
best
your
friend.
wife.
Best friend.
How'd you meet your
Best,
wife?
best friend.
How'd you meet your wife? Who'd you meet
Wrestling.
your wife through?
Wrestling.
Yeah, that wrestling. I mean, I should probably apologize to her because we kind of set that up. But
John, did you introduce his wife to him?
yes,
No, he did not.
my wife. I'm sorry, my wife introduced him.
No, she did not either. I seen my wife and I went over, But anyways, that's neither
Kyle
here
ain't
nor
never been over
there.
like that in his life. Anyway,
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
point is, he's talking about little footnotes in his life. That was a big benchmark in my life. Was my best friend there? Was he there?
But if you could go back and change a few things, I'm sure you would. If you could go back and change a few things, I'm sure you would. You guys are both the forefront, the most important part of any substance of AMW.
Here's the end result.
We need you guys to be together.
Is the end result, and Kyle Maggard will agree with me on this at this point. This match has to happen. This match has to happen. And of course, what did Kyle do? He goes to Christy Combs. Everybody here at All Maggard Wrestling gets the match changed. Not to a wrestling match. No, we're going to do no DQ, false count. Yes, it's like people telling me that. That's like going up to Picasso and saying, "Here's your paints, and here's your palette of colors, and here's a palette of cow crap. Now paint me something." Because that's what I'm a professional wrestling artist. It's fact. It's a fact. So Kyle, he's going to go to his buddies and have that done. Congratulations. We'll do that. I'll just pin you outside instead of pinning you in the ring. That's no big deal.
That's their concern. These
Hold
stipulations.
Listen, Michelangelo over there is right. This match does have to happen. Picasso, Michelangelo, Raphael, whatever. But you asked if we could go back and change one thing.
Yes.
I would, Jake. I would.
Okay.
I'd have go back about 10 years and kick his ass sooner.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And I'd go back 20 and not even get him in the business.
But Doc's got
so if we're going to do that, we're going to play that game.
John, I know he's got Lemon Juice McGee in his corner. Are you going to have someone in your corner?
Do I look like I need somebody in my corner, Doc? I don't need anybody in my corner. I'm John Noble. Where you been?
Okay.
All right. Matter of fact, I don't need anybody in my corner anytime.
Well,
for that matter,
listen.
I don't need anybody.
Come on, guys. Now we're trying to sit down and talk.
As the manager, you see who needs the help. You see who needs to go on Facebook Live like a 12-year-old girl walking around town filming himself for people to love him. You see that, don't you?
I understand.
This guy over here.
It's just these stipulations.
This ain't Facebook.
It's these stipulations that we're concerned about, guys.
What about these
What
stipulations?
happened inside of that ring that could never be changed again? And it's just these. Can we just have a scientific wrestling match?
I can change the
A scientific
stipulations.
wrestling match.
I have nothing to do with that. They was probably just giving you a fighting chance to beat me.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
A fighting chance to beat you. You ain't been better than me than one day, 1 second in your life.
You know it's going to take you pulling out everything, including the kitchen sink, to beat
They shove straight up your rear end. You're exactly right. Because it's big enough to fit.
Am I
Right through there.
Hold on. Hey, guys. Hey, come on. Listen. Hold on. In my 30 years plus, I've never seen anything like this. Guys, we've got to come together. We've got to get our heads straight. We have to do this. We have to do this.
What do we have to do, Jay? The only thing I got to do is kick his teeth in on Thursday night. That's all I got to do.
If we could just tone it down and have a good wrestling match, that would be fine. That would be great. But with all this stuff, all this anger and everything, man, in my 30 years, I've never seen anything like
We're
this.
just trying to get you guys together.
Always
That's always trying to do. It's always trying to do, man. Come on. Okay?
We're all
Come on.
friends. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. We've been together a while. Well, you got my brother.
Right.
And I don't mean Cain and Abel.
Good. So, no, not Cain and Abel.
Ain't nothing going to happen tonight.
Okay.
Ain't nothing going to happen.
All right. That's good to hear. So we're making progress, G. I think we're making some progress here.
I can't
Want
stand
you-
here.
I don't want you to have any excuse.
Okay. Well, listen, at least let's consider having. Oh, what the heck? What are you doing? Come on, John.
Get off me.
John, please.
That's your boy.
No, John, please. John, please.
Get off.
God, get in here.
You mean that?
Get out here now. John, look, hey, John. No.
You want me that?
No, I don't want to be
Get that sticking off.
Hey, come on, John. Come on.
Every single one of you are in the back pocket of this man right here in this stupid organization.
Security.
And these stupid children that have ran their mouth to me for the last time.
We didn't.
You go for the last time.
Come on, John.
Just stick it off.
Leave it on. You go too far. You go too far. I mean,
This is the fault of this idiot right here.
hey, John, please.
And everybody just like the third that's ran their mouth. Thursday night, I'm going to put this boy in a body bag. And that's going to be the end of it. And I don't want to hear another word. Get back and you'll be next.
John, please.
Please.
You go too far this time. I promise you. He's going too far now.
No kid.
He's going too far. Now,
Settle down.
just get on down here. Good. Well, settle it in the ring. Can we settle it? Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him out! Get him out! What is this? My goodness. 30 years I've never seen anything like this. My goodness.
Well, G-Man, there you had it. I mean, John Noble, I don't think there's any love between them two guys anymore. And,
Probably our worst idea for a show yet.
yeah. Yeah, two new mics now. Coming.
We were just trying to make peace, and that backfired big time.
Big time, brother. But now I tell you what, Thursday at Whitaker Athletic Center at Dills Combs at 7:00, and also Friday.
Friday
They're gonna
night
be
as
wrestling
well.
Friday.
Yes.
Man, I wouldn't miss that for all the money in the world. Would you?
I wouldn't either. Fortunately, we got ringside seats.
Yeah, we got fifth seat. Sorry. But anyway, you guys be there.
We'll see you soon.
Yep.